What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Lenovo Legion Go S with a SteamOS and Z1 Extreme chipset gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to look at that Shape of Dreams game, and we'll see if it performs better than the Allies or what. Because it seemed like no matter what I did with the settings, it kind of acted about the same. Resolution settings, it would still drop, and in fact, kind of almost acted like it worked better at 1080p high when I look back at the footage. But regardless, I like going through all those settings anyway, just so people can see for themselves what they want to do. And I kind of just noticed that. I'll still probably do my settings at the end anyway, even if it isn't very useful, but we'll also see if it plays better or worse, because the only thing different is really SteamOS, although it does have a higher resolution slightly, since it's 16 by 10 instead of 16 by 9. But either way, let's get into the game. Let's see what it can do, shall we? So we're going to start off on this thing's native resolution of 1200p high, and it seemed to basically be very similar to the Allies, but at the same time, it seemed like it actually got more FPS when I lowered the settings and resolution. A lot more of what I was expecting out of the Allies, but still, might just be an Ally thing, because I think everything was fine once I got to the fire bat and whatnot. But anyway, game time. Now we'll try 900p out. Medium settings. And you can already tell from in here, getting 70-something FPS instead of like 50 or 40 like we were getting on the Allies. So I don't know what was going on, but I guess that was just the Allies were just fighting with the game or whatever, and that's probably why we're getting such bad performance. I mean, it was still playable, just not as playable as this. But anyway, game time once more. So now for 800p, which is what we were running on the Steam Deck. Everything on low. And at times now it can even get up into like above 60, so not bad. But I think that's probably just about good. So let's go jump into the game. So now, the settings I would run on this thing, I'll just go with the Steam Deck resolution. That way you can get away with having some high and some mediums, and you still get pretty decent FPS. I don't think I ever saw it drop under 60. I mean, you guys can look a lot easier. It's harder for me to look at this one than on the Allies. The Allies has a humongous afterburner screen that I customized to be huge and visible. I can't figure out how to increase the size on this. It kind of just does whatever the hell it wants. But anyway, game time. Let's get some camera recorded gameplay, and it definitely seems like it's working a little better on SteamOS. It's ominous. Hey, stop being ominous. This is everyone we got. Oh, he got me first. I almost had him though. It was close. But unfortunately, he's a little bitch, so. Just like in Diablo, they got those stupid flaming things that come out of every which way. I hate that creature with a passion. They made me all exploded. Yeah, running great here. Now mind you, we are doing lower resolution than I did with my settings on the other one, and they're completely different, I think. But we tried 720p low on the Allies, and we were dropping down to 30 FPS sometimes. So I don't know what's going on with that game. Maybe settings aren't actually applying or something? Could be as simple as that. Because I did notice that everything seemed very similar once I got it done. To the point where I always made my settings seem useless. But hey, at least I can admit that instead of just being like, oh no, my stuff's the best. Like, no, once I actually looked at it, it didn't really seem like anything really mattered that much. Gotcha. Oh, no. Give me. Unclaimed war. What? Where's the unclaimed war? I don't see none. Where is it? Where? Huh? Oh, over here. Duh. Thank you for letting me know, game, and not letting me just walk off like an idiot. See, a lot of games just let you be an idiot. This one kind of protects you from being an idiot. And I need that sometimes. Because I get too stoned when I do this and make some really poor decisions and not pay attention to. You combine the two, and, game was one of those games that made fun of the keyboard and mouse, but at least it's still very playable. I should say fun for me with a keyboard, that's to be specific here.
Close. Yeah, I did not get blown by that. I have it on a bunch of the other systems. Although getting decent FPS definitely helps too. This is the first system I've played with settings that, look alright for what the game is. It still performs very well too. The Allies definitely did not for what they are. They should be performing right there with this. But I think that's one of those ones. Maybe Windows on the Allies is kind of like that. Windows as a whole possibly. We'll see. We'll see how it does on the other computers. Fire bad and stuff. It could be the same story. And then we'll try it on a really powerful computer like my small form factor one, and then I'll probably end up playing this on everything, the way things are going up. Oh, they got me. Well, whatever. It's about time to wrap up anyway. So let's go do just that.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Shape of Dreams on the Lenovo Legion Go S with SteamOS and on the Z1 Extreme chipset. And seemed like it did a little bit better than the Allies for whatever reason, whether it's SteamOS or something else going on. I don't know if it's Windows for sure, but I guess we'll see when we get to the Firebat and the small form factor and the rest of the Windows PC, because it's all Windows go from here on out. But we were able to get very playable FPS with my settings, which is more of what along lines of what I was expecting the Allies to do after seeing what the Steam Deck did. So I was kind of confused. So I guess we'll see in the next video what Windows does with something that's got unlimited power and much better cooling, or at least it appears like it has better cooling. Maybe two little fans are still better than one big old fan, but who knows? Either way, that's all for this video though, so I hope you guys enjoy the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out guys.